Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. This is Budget with Jess, and in today's video it's going to be a little bit different from my other videos. I have been saying that I wanted to do a debt confessions video. I'm going to try to do as best as I can. So if you're interested in this type of content, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so in today's video, I will be going over mainly my credit cards. In reality, I do have a car. I do have a car loan. I'm not going to add that in there, even though I know some people do add that to their consumer debt. It's just something that I don't want to add because I'm just going to keep paying for it. I'm not like in a hurry to finish paying for it, and it's just not a priority of mine to finish paying with it like anytime soon. Like I'm on it for whatever the amount of the loan was, and that is fine for me right now. At some point, maybe I do want to get ahead of it, but right now it's just not a priority of mine, or it's not something that it's affecting me so much. But I will be going over mostly my credit card debt that I want to get through. It's not a lot, but it is some. I do have a school loan, but it is in forbearance right now, and that one's also, I think it's forbearance. I think that's the word. Sorry if I'm using it wrong. But yes, that is also not a priority of mine exactly right now. Maybe towards the end of the year it will be, but we'll get to it. It's not a really big loan. I believe it's $7,000. So yes, that is another one. So yeah, let me start off by also saying, I have credit card debt. I'm also trying to rebuild my credit at the same time. Unfortunately, in my 20s, I didn't make the best choices in life. Also, I was in a very, and this is just like TMI, but I was in a very rough relationship, which also led to some of this credit card debt. And I want to be very transparent. I do have 2 collections, I believe, in my credit report that I am at some point. I had 3, but I had just paid one off. Not paid it off, but we came into a what is it? Like a settlement. So it was a pay for delete, because I know there is like some type of like, and I'm in no way a financial advisor. So I know they say not to pay off your collections because it affects your credit. I was fortunate enough that collections company had a pay for delete, so I did pay it for a lesser amount that I owed, and it got removed from my credit report, which was very helpful. So this next 2, I believe those 2 companies also do the same, but they are in a higher amount, and they haven't offered me like a settlement. So I believe one of my highest ones is like $1,900, well, $1,900, and the other one I believe is around $800. My last one that I paid was also, I think it was like 800 and something, and I was able to settle for around $300. So that was alone was helpful. So I'm trying to save up money to kind of, make an offer at some point. So that's also what I'm trying to do. I'm not in a hurry to like buy a house right now or buy anything in that extent, and when in the near future. So that's why I'm not so much in a hurry, but it is some stuff that I do want to get fixed. I know there is like a lot of controversy about like collections and stuff like that, but like I said, I was in my 20s. I was in a relationship. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, and you live and you learn. You live and you learn not to sign for people anymore and do stuff like that, because it does come and bite you back in the butt later on in life. So these are just, this credit card debt that I'm going to explain and go on here is just stuff that I have racked up on my own. It's not a lot. I haven't actually added it up, but it is there. So it's just to let you guys know. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is actually a tracker that I made myself. I printed it out, but I'm running out of the color ink. So that's why it came out this way, but it's actually like I will show you guys to you on my iPad. I don't like my writing on my iPad, so that's why sometimes sometimes I don't like writing on it or doing that stuff on it because I just don't like the writing. But let's see, let me zoom you guys in a little bit more. So this is what it looks like. I do have an Etsy page. I had made like an expense tracker. I'll probably put this one up if anyone is interested, and I'll go ahead and link my Etsy page down below. I made it like 6 months, actually I don't know how long ago. I don't want to make up a time frame, but I did make it up a while ago. And right now these would just be PDF files that you can either save it, like I use the Good Notes app on my iPad, and you can save it or you can print it. I do just like printing it because I just, even though I have this iPad, I don't like my writing on it, and I just do like the paper and pen feel of it. So that is what it is. This is what it looks like. I couldn't find one that I liked, like on Etsy for myself. Like I wanted it a specific way of like the credit limit. Like I wanted it simple and I couldn't find one. I mean, so I ended up making my own. So I will have my Etsy page linked down below, and hopefully I'll have this up already. If not, because I am pre-recording this, if not, maybe within the next few days I'll have this up. And so I will be writing down here. This is going to be like a monthly one, so I know how much I'm getting ahead. And during the month, might have to, let me fix you guys. I'm sorry, I write sideways, so this is how we're gonna have to do it. I don't have 20 credit cards, so it's gonna be less than that. Also, what was I gonna say? So because I am rebuilding my credit, some of these credit limits are not that high, so I'm working on that. I do like using my credit card because I know in some of my other videos I have showed you guys how there is rewards to them. Not so much for like travel hack or anything like that, but especially like I have a Wells Fargo active card, which gives you 2% back on everything, which is everything. And I've made so much money back off of it that I just don't see myself not using it, because like, what is it, last month alone I made $100 back on stuff that I would have bought anyways. So that is why I still do like credit cards, and I will continue to keep using them. I just do want to keep some of these balances. I want to get these balances down lower. Also, in order for me to have better credit, there's like credit utilization, and I would like to get some of these credit limits get up higher, so my credit utilization is obviously lower. So it's just like a whole thing. Like I said, like this is my own way of doing it. I know not everyone agrees with it, but it's just personally what I want to do and what I feel like it's best for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So in this one, in this step tracker, I did make the month because I do want to track it monthly of what I am spending. So this is going to be for March. So I have 9 credit cards only, which I feel like that's still a lot, but I feel like there's people who have more than me. So let's go ahead, and these are in no particular order. I'm just putting them of how I looked them up on my apps. So let's see. So I have, hopefully you guys are able to see. So I have Venmo, and the credit limit on there is $500, and my balance right now is for $56.06, and my monthly payment is $44. So that is for one. That is one that I usually didn't carry a balance on, but it just ended up being that I've had to, and just things happen, and it's fine. This is one of the ones that I really do want to get paid down. I'm not going off of interest or anything like that, because these balances are not that high for me to worry about interest, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that is my first one. My next one, it's gonna be Quicksilver, and my available credit on that one is $400, and my balance of that one, it is $185.39, and my minimum payment is $25. So this is pretty low. So that is what is that one. So that one might be able to get paid off within the next 2 months. Then my next one is my venture card. That one also has a $400 limit, and that one, the balance on that one right now is $349.62, and the minimum payment is $25. And then for this one, my car insurance is actually the one that gets charged on here. So I just haven't paid it, but I do have it. I do have the money for the car insurance. So I believe I only owe $46 on this one, technically. So that one is it, but I just wanted to put the balance out. So my next one is Credit One, and there is some on here, guys, that credit cards that I just do not recommend you guys getting, and Credit One is one of them. And my credit limit on that one is $400, and my balance is $169.62, and my minimum payment is $30. And this one is supposed to be an American Express one. They caught me with that. They said I was gonna get cash back. I have yet to see cash back. I think I have like 87 cents. I think it's just gonna be one that, this is the one that I'm aggressively trying to pay down as of late, and I want to just get it paid off and just have it at 0. So my next one is Mission Lane. This is a good credit card, I guess, but you just don't get rewards for it. But it was one of them that approved me in the beginning, and they just raised my credit limit, so it's $600. It was $500. They only raised it by $100, and my balance on this one is $422.49, and my minimum payment for this one is $25. And that is that one. And then my next one is a card called Total Card. I do not recommend you guys getting this one ever. My limit on this one is $350, and my balance on this one is $79.41, and my minimum payment is $41. This one I had paid it off, and they charge you, even if I had it at 0 for months, and they charge you $6 a monthly fee on it. I really just do want to close it, but it's kind of one of my older cards that I got after I was trying to work everything back up, so I kind of don't want to close it. But yeah, don't ever get anything with those cards you have to pay a membership fee for. It's ridiculous. Okay, so my next one is Avant, and my credit limit on this one is 1,000, and my balance on this one is $722.56, and my minimum payment is $25. Okay, and then my next one is a Home Street, which is a credit union for my job, And my limit on this one is also 1,000. And my balance on this one is $519. And my minimum payment is $40. And then my last one is my Wells Fargo card. And my limit on this one is $2,000. And my balance is $937. And my minimum payment is $25. And a lot of these cards, my minimum payment doesn't really matter because I end up like some stuff gets charged on it monthly. So when I pay for it, it doesn't really matter. So my plan to, well, actually, hold on. Let me add, I don't care about the credit limit, but let me add my balances. Sorry, there might be a glare you can't see, but it's dark. It's been raining, and I had to use a ring light right now. Maybe on this side, yeah. So, let's see. Oh my God, I did not think I owed that much. Okay. And so my total for this is, I did not make a total. You can put a total part down here. But I'm putting it up here because I don't have any more. So my total is $3,841.15. Okay. So that is that. So right now I do want to do the snowball method, which is the Dave Ramsey one, that you tackle your lowest debt first. And because the snowball method doesn't matter for you know, for what is it, for interest rates, you're just gonna go with the lowest balance and then the second, and go with stuff like that. So obviously I've been working very aggressively with credit one to get that paid down, but I think for this upcoming month I'm going to pay off this total card down because I could possibly get it paid off by this month, and then still add on to my credit one because that is the second lowest one, I believe. Yes. So I will start off with total card. So I'll put this would be number 1, then credit one will be number 2, then Quicksilver will be number 3, and then Venture will, well, technically Venture will be, Venture I'm going to keep out of it because that's actually my insurance money, and that 49 I can get it paid off this month, so that one doesn't really matter. We'll ignore that one. The next one would be my Venmo card. That would be number 4. And then the next one will be my Home Street one. That will be number 5. Then my Avant one. Oh no. Michelin would be number 4. And then Venmo would be number 5. Avant. And then Home Street would be number 6. And then Avant will be number 7. And my last one will be Wells Fargo, which will be number 8. So that is the way that I'm planning on paying them off. And obviously once I'm done with the minimum, I'll add the minimum to the next card. And hopefully, I don't have a payoff plan. I don't have like a goal. And to tell you guys the truth, I would like it to be by the end of the year, if not sooner. And I feel like I could do that. I feel like I'm in the right track to do that. And once this month is coming up, I can aggressively be paying down some of these. And so that's not really going to be a problem. I mean, this is a high number. It's just not, to me, it's not that much of a scary number, but I do want to get these down to 0, and obviously they still will be getting used in some sense, because like I said, I really do like the cashback benefits from them, or like the miles from like the venture one. So it is something that I want to continue to keep doing. I am right now, because I do want to pay it off a little bit aggressively. Right now I am trying to be more intentional about using cash as my daily spending instead of using a card. But sometimes it's just easier to use a card. Also, especially with so much, and this is just a reality in the world, just with so much like theft, and and like especially in like gas stations and stuff. To me, I would rather have someone do fraud in a credit card of mine, which is not my money that I'm technically using, instead of them using it for my debit card. Because I don't know about you guys, but like I've been a victim of it. Like I've gotten $700 taken away from me, and they do credit you back sometimes, but I think I'm always scared like they're not gonna go on your side or whatnot, and that's just scary to lose out on that money. At least with credit cards, you have that added security, and like if one of them, if it goes past the limit, it just won't, it won't really affect it or get denied or whatnot. So that is my reasoning for using cards as well. Like I said, I know this is not for everybody. This is probably not the way some people think about paying down card, but this is just how I'm gonna do it, what will be working for me. And I think each month, since I'm gonna put this out, I believe today is March 1st. I'm pre-recording this, but I think I'm supposed to put this out on March 1st. Let me double check. Yes, I will be putting this out on Wednesday, March 1st. So I think every first of the month, or during the first week of the month, I do want to do an update to see how far I went down. So I think that would be very helpful to you guys and to me, and to hold myself accountable. So I don't think this was such a crazy debt confessions. It is debt that I have accumulated within the last 3 years. Life happens sometimes, and this is just what happens. It is what it is at this point. It's there. I want to get it paid off. Once I get down to this, I would have extra money to put towards, my collections that I also want to pay off. That's why I have different envelopes and different shaving challenges in my binders for debt, so I can get that paid off and just have these cards as, this is also added security, adding savings, if you would, in case an emergency does happen of any sorts that I need to use some of these cards. Also, at the same time, like I said, in the future, I would love to buy a house or whatnot, and I do need to get my credit score up of the damage that I've done to it. So this will be also very helpful to me. And I mean, unfortunately for that, you do have to, have credit history and all that. So this is also adds on to that. That's why I want to get some of these credit limits higher. Not so much for me to spend money on them, but mostly just to, have a lower credit utilization rate or whatever it's called, and just have added security in that aspect. So yeah, so like I said, I will be making an update every month just to see how far I'm coming, and hopefully in my next video, maybe in my next few videos that I do one of these, I have more of a clear picture of how fast I'm going to be able to pay off this debt. Or I have more of a clear path, because right now I have obviously a plan for my first one, but as I start paying off cards, I can kind of make more, the plan can kind of change, and maybe I have more of a time frame of when this will be done. I am hoping to do this by the end of the year, which I think it's more than enough time. We are going to be in March, so I believe I can get this paid off way faster than that. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below. Like, you don't have to say how much you owe, but if you have paid off debt, how have you done it? What has helped you to not get into more debt? What have you done? Are you guys credit card users yourselves, or you just try not to get into that? Because I know some people, it could be a trigger. Like, you can be you know, like, what is it, a shopaholic, and like, especially with online now, it's just so easy. Just like, your card is safe on your phone. It's Apple Pay, anything pay. It's like so easy for you just to purchase something, and it doesn't hurt you, because especially with the credit card, you don't see it coming out of your actual account. So I can see how this can be a trigger to some people, and that is completely fine. But let me know, what has your experience been? It would really be helpful even for me to see maybe some of your ideas. I can, like, you know, put them in my head, and maybe it helps me along in my journey. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.